Hello everyone, today in this video we are going to learn how to find compound interest without using the formula. We will be solving two questions in this video. So we will be using simple interest to find the compound interest without using the formula. The difference between simple interest and compound interest is that simple interest is the interest on the principal amount and that principal amount is same for the entire period. While compound interest is the interest which is calculated on the principal amount plus the interest we are getting from previous years. So for finding compound interest, our principal amount will be changing every year because we are going to add the interest amount to the principal to make it the principal amount for the next year. So let's start with the first question, which is going to make this thing more clear to you. So the question is, calculate the amount and the compound interest on rupees 6,000 in 3 years at 5% per annum. So first we'll find the simple interest for first year. For calculating the simple interest for first year, principal amount will be rupees 6,000. Rate of interest is given as 5% per annum and year is 3 years, so we are going to take 1 year at a time because we are finding the interest every year. So first we'll find for 1 year and we'll do the same process for rest of the years. So simple interest is equal to principal time rate of interest time divided by 100, which is equal to principal amount is 6,000 times rate of interest is 5%. Time is 1 year divided by 100. These two zeros gets cancelled with these two zeros. We are left with 60 times 5, which is equal to rupees 300. This is the interest for first year. Now we'll find the amount which is due after 1 year. So amount will be principal plus simple interest. Principal is rupees 6,000 and interest we calculated as rupees 300. So our amount will be rupees 6,300. This is the amount at the end of 1 year. Now we'll find the interest for the second year. So for second year, our principal amount will now be changed to the new amount, which is the amount we got at the end of 1 year. So now our principal amount for the second year will be rupees 6,300. Rate of interest is 5% and time will be 1 year for the second year. So every time we are going to calculate interest and then we are going to add interest to the principal amount for getting the principal for the next year. So that's how the difference comes between compound interest and simple interest. Interest for the second year will be principal times rate of interest times time divided by 100, which is equal to 6,300 times 5 times 1 divided by 100, which is equal to, these two zeros gets cancelled with these two zeros. We are left with 63 times 5, which is 5 times 3 is 15, 1 is carried over, 5 times 6 is 30 and plus 1 is 31, 315 rupees. Now we'll find the amount which is going to act as a principal for the third year. So amount will be principal plus interest, which is equal to, principal amount is rupees 6,300. Now this principal amount is also changed. It was 6,000 for first year. Now it is 6,300 for the second year. And plus we are going to add interest, which is rupees 315. So the amount will be equal to 6,615 rupees. Now this amount is going to act as a principal for finding interest for the third year. Now we are going to find interest for third year, which is our compound interest. For third year, principal amount will be rupees 6,615. Rate of interest is same 5% and the time is 1 year for third year. Now simple interest is equal to P times R times T divided by 100. is equal to 6615 times 5 times 1 divided by 100, which is equal to 5 times 1 and 5 times 20, and then we are going to divide this whole thing by 20. After dividing 6615 by 20, we get 330.75. Now we'll find the amount at the end of third year, which is principal plus interest, which is principal amount is rupees 6615 plus rupees 330.75. So the final amount at the end of third year is rupees 6943.75. This is the final amount at the end of third year. Now we need to find the interest at the end of third year. So the interest or the compound interest will be final amount. So final amount is the amount at the end of third year minus initial principal. So initial principal will be the principal amount from which we start, which is rupees 6,000. So final amount is 6,943.75 minus initial principal amount is rupees 6,000. So compound interest will be rupees 943.75. So this is how we find the compound interest without using the formula. So let's move on to our second example for understanding this more clearly. So here's our second example. Ramesh invests 12,800 for 3 years at the rate of 10% per annum compound interest. And now we have 3 sub-questions in the question, which is find the sum due to Ramesh at the end of first year, the interest he earns for the second year, and the total amount due at the end of 3 years. So for every year we need to find the interest. So let's start by writing what is given in the question. So first one is principal amount, which is 12,800 rupees. Rate of interest is 10%. And time is, for the first year we are finding, so it is 1 year. Let us find the simple interest, which is principal times rate times time divided by 100. So principal amount is 12,800 times rate of interest is 10% times 1 year divided by 100. So simple interest is equal to, these two zeros gets cancelled with these two zeros. So we are left with rupees 1,280. This is the interest after 1 year. Now we need to find the sum due to Ramesh at the end of first year. Sum will be the amount which is due. So amount will be principal plus simple interest. So here principal amount is 12,800 plus interest we just calculated, which is 1,280. So amount due after first year is 14,080 rupees. This is the amount or the sum due after first year. This is the answer for the first one. Now let's calculate the second part, which is the interest he earns for the second year. For finding the interest he earns for the second year, we need to take this amount, and this amount will act as a principal amount for the second year. So principal will be rupees 14,080. Rate of interest will be same as 10% per annum, and time period will be 1 year for the second year. Simple interest is equal to P times R times T divided by 100. So our P is 14,080. Rate of interest is 10 years. Time is 1 year divided by 100. So now these two zeros gets cancelled with these two zeros, and we are left with simple interest is equal to, so this is the interest he earned for the second year. This is our second answer. Interest he earns for second year. Now our third question is the total amount due at the end of 3 years. That means we need to find the interest for the third year, and for that we are going to find the amount for the second year, which is going to be used as the principal for the third year. So amount will be principal plus interest. The principal amount will be for the second year, which is 14,080, and interest we just calculated is 1408. Then the amount will be 15,488, and this amount is going to be used as the principal for third year, which is P is this much. Then we have our rate of interest is 10% and time is 1 year. So we'll find simple interest, which is 15,488 times 10 times 1 divided by 100. Now this 0 gets cancelled with this 0, and simple interest will be 15,408.8 rupees. Now we need to find the total amount due at the end of the year. So the amount will be principal plus interest, which is equal to, principal is 15,488 plus rupees 1,548.8. So amount will be equal to rupees 17,036.80. So this is the amount which is due at the end of third year. This is how we calculate compound interest without using the formula. I hope this video is helpful to you. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more math videos. Thanks for watching.